And Steve Tackett, Director of Business Development for Derivative Advisors. Hey Elaine, how you doing?
Thank you very much for having me on.
Absolutely. Hello Steve. Now tell us about Derivative Advisors.
We are a derivative consultant, better known as a swap broker. So we actually help the borrowers, we're on the borrower side, and we help lower their rates with banks.
How does that work? Because that's a great saying. You can lower your rate.
Exactly, and we are not to be confused with mortgage brokers, which I think more people are familiar with. So the mortgage broker will actually find a place to place your loan. They'll get you the loan. We beat up the bank on the rate. So our job is simply to work with the bank, and I want to be clear, these are banks that offer swaps. So if you have a conventional fixed rate loan, there's not much we can do. And I'm here today to talk you out of conventional fixed rate loans.
Tell us what a swap is.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much a conversation stopper at cocktail parties.
Right.
Yeah, not many people have swap stories they can share. But yes, what is a swap?
Or that they can talk about in public.
Yes, an interest rate swap. So just to be clear, it's actually 2 steps to the fixed rate instead of 1. So your banker will give you 2 documents. They'll give you the loan agreement, which is actually going to refer to a floating rate. And you'll probably say, I don't want a floating rate, I want a fixed rate. And the banker will say, no problem, here's your swap agreement. And it literally means swap or exchange rates. So it's not an acronym, doesn't stand for anything. And the second document is going to have your fixed rate. So it's 2 steps to the fixed rate.
So how do you save the borrower money? Let's get down. I want to get right down into it.
Exactly. Your mortgage broker is going to be responsible for the loan agreement, and we are going to be responsible for the swap agreement. And our job, we can save money 2 ways. One is we actually, buried inside that swap rate is a profit margin for the bank. Probably not a big shocker that the bank's making money on these, and that's fine, but there's no way for a borrower to know how much margin is in there. There's no internet site, there's no Wall Street Journal can't help you, so you need a broker to tell you how much is that margin. We bring transparency, we'll tell you what it is, we'll tell you what is a competitive margin. The second way we save money is we stare at screens all day. So our job is timing, and even on a boring day, a 5-year fixed rate is going to move with 5-year treasury, 5-year swap rate. It'll move 10 basis points on a boring day with no news. It can move 20 basis points. So our job is we have stop loss and leave orders, and we stare at screens, and we track it for the customer, and we lock in at a good time.
Is there any size loan that you're talking about? Is it like if I borrow $10 from Jeffrey, would that work? Or?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Been there, done that.
Yeah. The answer is most banks will do about $1 million or $2 million is their minimum. They might actually go lower, but if you have a jumbo home mortgage, you can even do a swap with a bank on that.